केंद्रीय पर्यटन संस्कृति एवं पूर्वोत्तर क्षेत्र का विकास मंत्री श्री किशन रेड्डी जी, संगीत नाटक अकादमी तथा ललित कला अकादमी के अध्यक्ष श्रीमती उमा नंडूरी जी, संस्कृति मंत्रालय में संयुक्त सचिव सुश्री संयुक्त मृदुला जी, श्री रामकृष्ण जी, आज इस पुरस्कारों से सम्मानित कला विभूतियों तथा आपके सम्मानीय परिजन, गणमान्य अतिथिगण तथा इस कार्यक्रम से ऑनलाइन से जुड़े माननीय अतिथिगण और प्रिय बहनों और भाइयों, मैं मन में बहुत प्रसन्न हूँ इस कार्यक्रम में भाग लेने का और आप सबसे मिलने का, आपको सम्मान प्रदान करने का अवसर मिला है। This program could not be held as explained earlier because of the COVID situation. And doing it online, virtual, is different from doing actual, because virtual is virtual, actual is actual. Though virtual in between has become a factual, but it will not give you that satisfaction of actual. So even though it is delayed, though we are all feeling happy to participate in this program. संगीत, नृत्य, नाटक के क्षेत्र में विख्यात विभूतियों का सम्मान करके स्वयं को सम्मानित हुआ अनुभव कर रहा हूं। संगीत नाटक अकादमी के बारे में बता दिया है। 1954 में इन राष्ट्रपति सम्मानों का संगीत नाटक अकादमी पुरस्कार के साथ जोड़ दिया गया है। शुरुआत में तो सिर्फ 4 पुरस्कार ही हिंदुस्तानी और कर्नाटक संगीत के क्षेत्र में ख्याति प्राप्त करने वाले कलाकारों को दिया जाते थे। समय के साथ देश में कला और संस्कृति के क्षेत्र में नया आयाम विकसित हुए हैं। इन क्षेत्रों में उपलब्धि हासिल करने वाले सार्थक कलाकारों का सम्मान करने के लिए पुरस्कारों का श्रेणियों में भी वृद्धि की गई है। अभी अभी मंत्री जी बता रहे और कुछ सम्मान इसके साथ जोड़ देंगे। देश बहुत बड़ा है, बहुत पुराना है, इसलिए हमारा देश में अलग अलग क्षेत्र में, अलग अलग भाषाओं में, अलग अलग प्रांतों में अलग अलग कला, उसमें प्रावीण्यता हासिल करने वाले संख्या ज़्यादा है। इसलिए जितना संभव है तो उतना लोगों को पुरस्कार देना चाहिए। ये बढ़ती संख्या को देख के मेरा मन में प्रसन्नता हो रही। ललित कला अकादमी की जनरल काउंसिल ने इस वर्ष की पुरस्कारों की संख्या को 15 से बढ़ाकर 20 करने का निर्णय लिया है। My dear friends, artists devote their entire life to perfecting their craft, and therefore it is important to recognize, respect, honor their artistic endeavors. Awarding excellence helps set a benchmark for other upcoming artists and helps in promotion and restoration of those great art forms. Earning recognition of such eminence like Sangeet Natak Akademi, Lalit Kala Akademi Awards not only lends a big boost to these outstanding practitioners of various art forms, but encourages them as also other to excel in their respective fields. This felicitation is to give motivation to others. These awards or rewards, whatever you may call, is to give inspiration to others to follow these great people and achieve excellence in their chosen fields. I'm told, in addition to the awards, there will be 4 fellowships this year that will cover a wide spectrum of activities in the sphere of music, dance, and theatre, including classical and folk traditions from all over the country. While the majority of the awards have gone to the performing arts, we have a fair number of scholars here who have contributed to our outstanding of arts and through their research and writings. They are also teachers and institutional builders who have served as stepping stones in enabling the transmission of these arts to the new generation. I would like to congratulate all of you for the splendid efforts in promoting various art forms. Our artists have strengthened the thread of continuity, connecting our rich past in all its glory to the present and to the future. It is the duty of each one of us to preserve, promote, propagate our grand cultural traditions and various art forms. India's rich tradition of folklore is one area that needs our immediate attention and call for urgent action. With the passage of time, various forms of folk traditions have been on decline. They should be arrested. The onus is upon all of us to make every effort to preserve our great folk traditions. Dear sisters and brothers, you are all aware we are not simply remembering them. We are celebrating the Azadi Ka Amrita Mahotsav to commemorate the 75th glorious years of India's independence. The Mahotsav celebrates India's rich culture, its people, and their achievements and contribution to the growth of the nation. There are a series of festivals that are being organized across the country to celebrate India's evolutionary journey. The festival is also honoring our freedom fighters, without whose efforts and sacrifices we would not have achieved independence. So, my dear friends, as we celebrate our national icons, there is a need to recognize the contribution of the many unsung heroes who are very popular in their respective regions and whose countless acts of courage made the British tremble. This is very much necessary. All institutions, all governments at various levels, they should all really bring about and organize programs about the unsung heroes. I am very happy that in the recent past, under the leadership of the Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Bhai Modi, most of the unsung heroes and heroines, they are being recognized and they are given Padma Awards. Recognizing the unrecognized. That is our duty of the country, of the government, and the society as a whole. Many people have made contribution in their chosen fields, in their own way. They made sacrifices, great sacrifices, but unfortunately, influenced by the colonial mindset, British Raj, their rule, our textbooks, our history has not given proper enough importance to these unsung heroes. It is time to rectify. I'm happy the new education policy is focusing in that direction. We were told about the history of Robert Clive, Alexander, but not about Rana Pratap, about Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. not about Veerapandya Kattabomman, not about Allur Sitaramarazu, not about Komaram Bhim. Enough focus has not been made. It is time that we correct this distortion and restore the honor to our glorious past and also bring back the life, teachings, preachings, sacrifices of these great heroes and heroines. I'm happy. Some of the newspapers are carrying the life and sacrifices of these great people during this Azadi Ka Amrita Mahotsav. I hail from Telugu state, and every day I read life about one unsung hero or unsung heroine in Enadu newspaper. I hope many of the newspapers across the country are following the same or urge upon them to follow the same. They must bring about the life, stories and preaching sacrifices of these great people so that the younger generation, they'll be inspired. Our cinema, our other art forms, our music, our literature should pay enough attention to this aspect. It is very much important to regenerate our great cultural past and the sacrifices made by our people. This is very important. It should not be left to the government alone. Government has to do it. They are doing. But every one of us in our chosen fields, when we speak and we write, we should recollect at least one person, their life and their contribution. It should be our way forward. Art, culture, music, drama, they have a great effect on the minds of the people. They give people happiness. They give peace. They give you so much solace, inspiration. These various forms of art and various performing arts, they give you satisfaction. During my childhood, I remember we used to see in our villages those days puppet show, Tolu Bommalata. Slowly those things are being allowed to be forgotten in our cringe to the Western culture, Westernization. It's not going to get you anything good for you and to the country. These arts, beautiful. And if the beauty is combined with the duty, it will make you mighty. This has to be understood by all. It is not a mere source of entertainment. It's a powerful weapon to communicate your thoughts, the message to the younger generation. You recall the art became a powerful political weapon during the British to arouse the patriotic fervor among our people. Through the medium of art, stories of British oppression were conveyed in a powerful manner at that time. Music too had a significant role to play in India's fight for independence. Fiery patriotic songs and poems of Rabindranath Tagore, Subramanya Bharati, Qazi Nazrul Islam, and several others inspired the masses and aroused strong feelings of nationalism. Vande Mataram, from Bankim Chandra Chatterjee's political novel Anandamath, became the battle cry of freedom fighters as they willingly laid down their lives for their country. Swadeshi movement also impacted the world of art and galvanized our writers, thinkers, performers, and artists against the British. Kala Bhawan, the art school at Shantiniketan, played a remarkable role in reviving the crafts of India and inspiring socially relevant public art. Their contribution to our freedom fighters and organizations through powerful artistic expression is integral to our freedom struggle and must not be allowed to be forgotten. Art enriches life. It brings a meaning to the life, widens our intellectual frontiers, and is truly the backbone of our cultural advanced society. We in India have a grand tradition of highly refined art, backed by theories and forms mentioned in our ancient texts. Encyclopedic treatises like the 2nd century Natya Shastra continue to influence the performing arts in contemporary India. It should be promoted further. Reference to instrumental and vocal music around the Vedic literature, while the Silpa Shastra point to a long, unbroken tradition of visual and plastic arts. Practitioners of these arts find themselves going back to these texts even today. Visual and performing arts are intertwined with the intangible cultural heritage of our nation. They must be preserved as they shape our national identity. Friends, the language of art is universal. It has no frontiers. It unites people across the cultures, influences, and inspires them, thus becoming a powerful agent of change in the process. One important lesson we take back today is that a journey back to the roots of India's past. Let us go back to our roots, to our culture, to our heritage. Let us recall, remember the great contribution and traditions and practices set by our forefathers. So, journey back to the roots of the country is the need of the hour. It will be very useful in redefining the present and future. In the words of Ananda Kumara Swami, quote, art contains in itself the deepest principles of life, the trust guide to the greatest art, truest, the art of living. The true life in idea of Indian culture is itself unity, and art if art become parts of it, it gives you a lot of inspiration. By one ruling passion, the desire to realize a spiritual inheritance, all things in India have been valued in the light of this desire. Let us enrich our lives by learning, appreciating, and promoting various art forms around us. I would like to appeal to education institutions at all levels to give equal importance to art subjects in their curriculum. It is very much necessary. I also urge upon the parents to encourage their children to learn any art form they are inclined towards. This is very much required. This is our life. And this cultural renaissance must take place. Every home, every parent must insist that their children learn some art. This exposure to creativity and art at an early age will help children become more aware of their surroundings and help them lead a more meaningful life. We must move towards our culture with passion that will be useful for the nation. Government, various institutions, and all of us must promote this passion. It should not become a fashion. Passion, urge, desire to do something creative, to pass on to the society, which will help in bringing peace, tolerance, social desire to help each other. Because peace is the prerequisite for progress. If you have tension, you cannot pay attention and have the retention. And you'll be doing only pretension. So we should see to it that this tension is reduced. One easiest way is music. Easiest way is art. Easiest way is painting. Easiest way is writing to create peace among the society. We Bharatiyas, we believe in Vasudaika Kutumbakam. Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu. That passion has to be aroused among the children. Every one of us teach, preach, and also try to serve the others, the needy. That is Indian culture. Indian culture is very old, our civilization. Egypt, Rome, Athens, and many others, of course, are also old. But where are those those civilizations compared to our India? Because India's civilization is eternal. And we should all promote that culture and practice in our life. Helping the needy, taking care of others. That should be part of our life. Then only it will have meaning, giving back to society. Some children, they want to go abroad. I tell them, go, learn, earn, and return. Return back to serve the society. Whatever we may gain in life, we should see to it that our place is also really helped. So I urge upon the younger generation to focus more on your mother tongue. Mother tongue. Respect mother. Mother includes father also. Mother, the parents who has given you this beautiful birth. Remember, do something back to your Janma Bhumi, the place where you were born. Third, remember the mother tongue, the language that has come from mother's womb. Beautiful language. We are all now being influenced by this Western, this thing. We must learn other languages. Before other languages, first learn your language. Mother tongue. Mother tongue is beautiful. Mother tongue is like your eyesight. Foreign language is like your spectacles. If you have eyesight, spectacles will work. If you don't have eyesight, you will not get foresight, but even the actual sight. So we should promote first our mother tongue and learn as many languages as possible, no problem, no barrier. Even if you want to learn English also, no problem. But first, your mother tongue. The moment mother tongue disappears, your culture, your arts, your music, your dance, everything goes. Try to understand this. Try to understand this. Learning a language, nothing wrong. But learning the subject, first you have to, in other language, you have to learn the language and then learn the subject. Whereas in your mother tongue, directly go to the subject. And understand this, that is the difference. In the mother tongue, that's why I always feel up to at least high school, one must be taught in mother tongue. Then other languages. Even our government functioning at all levels should be first in mother tongue. The gadget orders, people do not know English in the village and you give gadget notification, government order, give it in the mother tongue. And if you want to give copies in other languages, no problem. First, people's language. People's language should be medium of instruction. People's language should be administrative language. People's language should be language in education. People's language should be language in courts. Court also The advocate, what he is arguing, the client do not know. So what is the difficulty? Is it a great, difficult task? No. And moreover, the advancement of technology where you can have simultaneous translation. This could be done and this should be done. It is our duty. The Culture Ministry should promote this. In Parliament, after I became chairman of Rajya Sabha, I tried to improve upon the system. Now, out of 22 languages, you can speak in any language, there will be translation. Similar things should be organized in every walk of life so that our language, our culture, our heritage is preserved. That's why I always say, mana kattu, mana bottu, mana mata, mana ata, mana pata, mana bata. Ivanni kuda mana bhashalo undali. All other things should be in our language, in our tradition. Feel proud. Some people feel, sir, when you are going out and you are meeting others, you must dress up to the occasion. I said, what is the occasion? Occasion is you are meeting a foreigner, okay? You need not become foreigner. Meet and greet in our own way, in our own dress. After I became vice president, some people asked me, sir, press people. You know, press people always, they want some juicy stories. They asked me, sir, now you have become vice president. I said, yes, I have become vice president. They were hesitant to ask. I said, what is the question? Ask me. Sir, what about the dress? I understood. I said, no change of dress, only change of address. That's all. Dress will be the same. The Prime Minister attended United Nations and addressed in Hindi. There was translation. I attended NAM conference, non-aligned meet conference. I went with the same dress and made the address. People were happy. They recognized India. India is standing here. India is... I don't find any difficulty, except when the weather is difficult, and even in India also we change our dress sometimes. And our Bharatanatyam, our Kuchipudi, our Kathak, and other forms of dance, they are being staged in various embassies across the globe. People are very keenly watching. They want to learn Bharatanatyam. They want to learn Kuchipudi. They want to learn our other forms of art, music, and dance. We are hesitating. We are hesitating. As I told you, because of that mindset of the colonial past and the books that were made to be read by us. Now let us change and get back to our society. And as I told you, exposure to creativity and art at early age will help children become more aware. And we must also promote through culture, creativity, promote the feeling among the people to respect the nature. Nature, culture, together for better future. That should be our motto. I hope that the Culture Ministry will focus. They have taken up a lot of initiatives after Sri Kishan Reddy became minister. He is making it more dynamic. I hope that it will move in a more meaningful direction in the future. And my best wishes to all the awardees, and also my best wishes for the future awardees also, so that they can aim high, dream high, but work hard. Simply aiming high and dreaming high will not take to the height. So work hard. That is my advice to the younger artists in various fields. God bless you all. Nandri, Vanakkam.
बहुत बहुत आभार माननीय उपराष्ट्रपति महोदय का। इस विशाल देश की समृद्ध संस्कृति को संरक्षित और संवर्धित करने की दृष्टि